Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 News.
Good morning. Should the economy play a part in the decision to get married? A new study finds more and more couples are postponing marriage because of finances. Lou Scatigna, author of The Financial Physician, is here with advice to couples having cold feet. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what this study found.
Well, this study found that more people that are over 18 are not married. This is the first time we've ever seen that before. I think it's like 49% of adults are not married at this point. Now, they're saying that it may be economics, and I think economics may have a part to do with it, but I think it's an excuse not to get married and not have a commitment.
Oh, really? So you don't think it's necessarily finances?
I think that's an excuse for many people not to get married.
Oh.
It does play. It is a part of it for many people, but I think it's an excuse.
Huh. Well, let's jump into a little bit of finances, because we were just talking before we came on air and talking about how you said if one couple sort of is not good with finances and the other one is more conservative, that's a huge problem for a marriage.
Yeah, if one spouse is responsible, the other one's irresponsible, you're guaranteed to fail the marriage. It's absolutely going to happen. Statistically, it's going to happen every single time.
Not like one person will bounce the other person out.
No. There'll be financial stresses between the two of them, and it will hurt the marriage. And, you know, money is the #1 reason why marriages fail, and that's going to definitely be the case if you're not compatible.
Absolutely. So you're going to get married. Prenup? See? No?
Depends. It depends if you have assets. I mean, if one spouse has a significant amount of assets, the other one doesn't, prenup is definitely have to have one. Or if you have children from a previous marriage, you want to have one as well. If you have no assets going into the marriage, a prenup is not necessary.
Right. So you think even going in, though, if there's two couples and one has a lot of money and the other one doesn't necessarily, you don't think that causes friction in the relationship to be like, oh, well, just in case we get divorced, like, let's talk about that before we even get married.
It's like you're pre-planning your divorce before it starts. You have to do it. I mean, every lawyer will tell you have to do it. And, you know, prenups now, everybody understands them, and it's just part of doing it.
Gosh, it's taking all the romanticism out of marriage for me. Okay, so let's talk about snooping. Before you get married, you have no idea what your partner's sort of financial background is. Do you look into it?
Oh, absolutely. Get a credit report.
Do you tell them?
Yeah, you tell them. Yeah,
okay.
Tell them. I want to see a credit report. I want to make sure that your credit's good. I want to make sure that your taxes are in order. You know, you don't want to marry somebody that has all this financial baggage, because when you get married, you're integrating your financial lives together. And you want to make sure when you go in that marriage that you're not going to take on the liabilities of your spouse. So you have to do some investigative work.
Right. So you fall in love. Let's say you fall in love and the person, you do the background check, you do the credit check, and you find out that your partner actually has really bad finances. Do you have any, like, advice for couples on how they can sort of work on that, because that's the person you want to marry?
Well, I'm not marrying anybody who has terrible finance records behind them. I'm sorry. You know, more and more people are living together. We just said that study in the New York Times says more people are just living together because of economic reasons, but there's other reasons. Live together till that person cleans up their financial records.
And then you can take
then take the plunge.
Okay, so you get married and then you want to merge your finances. What is sort of the smoothest, best way to do that? And do you do that? Do you merge your finances, or do you keep them completely separate?
Well, nowadays young couples are trying to keep them separate, at least initially. What you want to do is have a joint checking account that you're going to pay the bills in, that you both contribute to. Keep your other accounts separate for a while. Then you're comfortable. When you get comfortable in your financial relationship and everybody's responsible, then you can integrate the rest of your financial life.
And what do you think the reason is to sort of keep them separate? Just because?
Well, we like to control our own money, most of us do, and, you know, it's just hard when you get married to just all of a sudden mix everything together and say, hey, I want to go spend some money. Oh, no, you can't, because we have to pay the bills. So I think keeping some money separate in the beginning is probably a smart thing to do.
Oh, see, I'm like, with yours is mine now. Okay, so say you are getting sort of, well, actually, what percentage of your money should you put if you're sort of having that joint account together? You say you put some money in the joint account for the bills you have together, but keep some separate. Is there like a percentage? Did you put half your money in there? Or does it sort of depend? It
depends on your income levels. I mean, obviously, if one spouse has more income than the other, they'll put more into that joint account for the bills. So it's something that you discuss. You know, it's very important to discuss finances. I say in my book, both you and your honey should manage the money together, because in most marriages, either the husband or the wife manages the bills and the money, and the other one sabotages them. Not purposely, but, you know, inadvertently they do it. So sit down together every month, pay the bills together, discuss your bills, manage the money together.
Okay, see, I'm engaged. This is very interesting information for me. My fiance's starting a business, and I'm like, well, when you start that, we should just join that all together. And you're telling him no. No. Well, this is all very interesting information. And do you think that when couples do actually tie the knot and get together, you said that they should wait a little bit while before they sort of put them together? Is there a certain time frame? Do you wait 6 months? Do you wait a year?
Wait till you're comfortable that your spouse is financially responsible. And wait till you know that the marriage is going to work. I mean, many marriages fail in the first couple of years. You don't want to integrate your financial life and then wind up getting divorced a couple of years later. I hate to be so anti-romantic, but it's a smart financial thing to do. You'll know when the time is right to integrate your finances.
I'll take some of the advice, but I'm still going to live in the clouds and think of romanticness when I think of relationships, so thank you so much. So if you'd like more financial advice from Lou, you can go to our website and click on the See It On tab. Raul, back to you.
I live in the clouds too. Hi, Allie, in the clouds. Okay.